And I just saw 2 people running through my front yard. Fear the Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 1. First of all, I just want to give a disclaimer that as of last season, I have stopped watching The Walking Dead. I just couldn't take it anymore. I didn't care about the story, I didn't care about the people, nothing was happening, or the same stuff was happening every single time, and I just could not deal. And then by the time they got to Alexandria, all these new people were being introduced, and I gave up. I lost my way, I gave up, and so I don't watch The Walking Dead anymore. I just wanted to get that off my chest so you guys knew where I was coming from. But I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. Should I make the effort to catch up? Let me know, because I dropped it off my list and I didn't feel like I was missing anything. So am I missing something? Please let me know. So let's get into my thoughts on the first episode. Number 1, I hate silence. And that's what I wrote. Okay, so like I have a little notepad here about the notes that I took. And from the first 3 minutes of the show, that's what I wrote down. I hate silence. That was one of the main reasons that I stopped watching The Walking Dead. And that was one of the main things that I did not like about the opening of the show. The first 3 minutes are silence. He wakes up in abandoned church. Gloria! Gloria! Like, is that supposed to draw people's attention? Is that what's supposed to get people psyched up to see the show? Because I was bored. I almost cut it off. Like, within the first 3 minutes, I almost cut it off. I was like, really? And then, of course, as a person that watches The Walking Dead, I know what's up. I know where he's about to find Gloria, you know? So I was just like, let's get to it already. We all know what's happening. I'm over it. I'm over it. Okay, so he gets out of the church, he gets hit by the car, he goes to the hospital, cut to the little exposition intro of the mom and the stepdad and the teenage daughter that just gets on everybody's nerves, and they go to the hospital and they find him, and forgive me, I don't know the people's names at this point. I kind of know Travis. I know Travis is the stepdad, but he tells Travis all the stuff that he saw, and cut to the next scene, and it's dark, and Travis is going back to the church. I wrote down on my paper, why would you go there? Why would you go to the church in the dark with a flashlight? Y'all don't know how mad that made me. I was just like, who in their right mind would do that? So being someone who knows about the world of The Walking Dead, as soon as they wheeled that old man into the hospital room, I was like, nope. And they had him in restraints. They had the boy in restraints. I was like, no. And while they were sitting there talking, you could hear the old man like wheezing from the other side of the curtain. I was like, y'all better catch this man. Y'all better do something to this dude, because either he's a walker or he's about to be one. But I just liked how they knew, or they put that in there for people to hear that knew what it sounded like. I was like, something's not right. Y'all gotta catch this dude. So I did like that. Well, hello, Cal. You know, I'll just say that. Sure, I'm lost. Sure, come to this beautifully dressed looking young black man that's vacuuming out a car. That's like, well, hey, he's a nice little change of pace, well, you know, isn't he? So, how you doing there, bud? Although, of course, he's the drug dealer. He was still cute as hell, though. Hello. I'm reading my paper and I'm laughing because I literally wrote, this guy is a up, and what's up with the way he runs? Like, okay, so I guess I get it when he was running out of the church in the very first scene. Like, he was just scared and he was running wildly, like flailing, and he runs into traffic. I get that. But then after he shoots Cal, spoiler alert, I'm sorry. After he shoots Cal in the water duct or whatever, and he just takes off running, I was just like, why do you run like that? Is it a thing with the drugs? I don't know, but you look ridiculous. And you're a up, I'm sorry. Yeah. You do drugs in a church, you run out into the middle of traffic, you escape from the hospital and steal the old man's things, you run to your drug dealer, you shoot him in an aqueduct, and then you just run away. Like, you're failing at life right now. Get it together. Overall, I would say that it was a good first episode. I think it was better because I watched The Walking Dead and I knew where this was going, and I knew, I guess, how it fit into the bigger picture or what was eventually going to happen. So I'm interested to see what people who didn't watch The Walking Dead, what they think of it. Does it make sense to you? Does it not have to make sense yet? Do you want to watch more? Do you care? I guess you do if you watched it, but do you still care after you watched it? Bottom line, I liked it. It was kind of boring, don't get me wrong, but that's the same thing I thought about The Walking Dead. The show is boring. The show is boring as shit. So it was par for the course there in terms of the boringness. At least we got to see some new people be boring. So, you know, let's see what goes from there. Oh, and hey, Daya's mom, how you doing? Can't wait for you to get more screen time. Let's hope that this show is something fresh, please. If you love hanging with me, if you like talking to me, don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, to comment what did you think about the episode, and then make sure you subscribe so that you can stick around and see what I have for the rest of the season. All right, catch you guys later. On to episode 2.